Is it on? Sweet. What's your name? Oh wait,
Kinoko-chan.
Hi. Hi everyone. RaincloudGaming here with my friend Kinoko-chan, who's kindly popped round to film some Pacifism gameplay.
What did you just do?
Well, so I'm controlling the ship there,
Right.
and the blue things are the main enemies, which if I touch any of them even just once, I'll die. And so I can't shoot in this mode. This is pacifism, so you can't shoot. But these stick things are bombs, which blow up when you go through them. So I just got to time it so that the blue things are close to the stick things when I go through them, and that's how you destroy the enemies. But if you hit the orange parts of the stick things, they also kill you. So you've got to be real careful when you're going through the gates, sticks.
Did you say your ship is pacifist?
Well, it's not shooting, it's instead of shooting, it's letting off millions upon millions of bombs that are slaughtering the enemies. So in that sense, hey, pacifist death.
そっか。
What do you think?
The ship looks like a crab claw rather than a ship.
Are you criticising my ship?
No, I'm just commenting on it. And the blue things look like...
Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh, that was great play. You see that?
Cells. 全然見てなかった。What did
So
you
now it starts getting whoa.
Why is it getting bigger?
Well, the longer you play for, the more pressure you get under, because they start appearing in greater numbers, and they start moving faster also. So it gets harder and harder to stay alive. But the longer you're alive, the more quickly your score increases. Because you see these green things that the enemies release when I kill them. When you collect that, that increases your multiplier.
Increases what?
Your multiplier, which is the number at the top of the centre of the screen. Now the multiplier, say your multiplier is at 10, then you'll get 10 times the score for killing one of the blue enemies, and then you would have just no multiplier. So I hit the orange thing then, that's why I died.
Did you die?
End of round. So you only get one life. Hi.
So that was it?
Gotta start again. And the first minute is always pretty boring because it's just a couple of enemies. See, right now it's really easy. But watch this, when I kill these ones, that green stuff appears. So I collect that. And that makes the number in the middle go up. See? Meow. Meow. And basically the more of those you collect, the better it is, because your score will start increasing a lot quicker. So it takes about 3 minutes to hit 1 billion, but to get to like 4 billion only takes another minute and a half. So it gets harder to stay alive, but your score goes up quicker. Ne?
I don't think you're speaking the language that I understand.
でしょ? Is that better?
全然わかんない。
難しくないよ。
難しい。
It's a very good Japanese word for expressing frustration, like damn it. But it's not too rude. There must be one.
なんだろう。
Surely there's a word for just when you're annoyed.
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know.
Are you never annoyed?
I'm always annoyed.
Oh.
なんだろ
What does that mean?
う。Wonder what it is.
Nando.
なんだろ
And what does nandake mean again? I
う。
always
What
forget.
is it?
What is it? What's the difference between that and nandaro?
Wonder has more like I wonder.
Kana.
かな。そうそう。
Naruhodo.
So what are the blue things?
They're diamonds. See, the game is called Geometry Wars. It's a war on geometry. And they're just basic level enemies. there are other game modes which I'm no good at. They have different types of enemies. You've got what do you got? I guess they're all diamond shapes. Now there's some like snake ones, but that's not very geometrical. There are like these pinwheel things. I don't really know. See how it's a lot more
But your
pressurized.
is geometric. Why are you fighting with your fellow geometry?
Well, that happens
shapes?
sometimes, you know. That's the nature of war. You know, we're all humans, but we fight each other all the time. There's no rhyme or reason in war, and especially not in geo war. So I really want to try and get 1 billion because that's the least I want to get.
How do you get 1 billion?
You just got to play well for about 3 minutes. If your multiplier is going up fast enough, it shouldn't take much more than 3 minutes. So I think I'm on about 500,000 right now. 500 million rather. 478. So if I just play conservatively, then I should get what I want. But I'm not that good at playing conservatively. Oh, now it's gotten that big group is getting really fast. You see, because it's getting fast, yo.
But and how?
1 sec. Yeah.
What did you do?
I made a really good escape using my skill. See, I can already tell that I won't be getting a really big score from this one because I've let it just get too chaotic. Ah! So I need a word.
De itomo.
Is that your Japanese word? Alright. Yes.
Oh.
How's it looking okay? Not too blurry on the screen?
What are the... I don't think it's good for your eyes.
What, playing the game?
Yeah.
That ship sailed. I've played this game a lot. I'm wearing glasses. Oh yeah, the reason I'm wearing glasses today and not contact lenses.
Right, why is it?
Well, I'll tell you why. That's what my coffee
Did you die?
The reason,
I thought
Kinoko-chan, is that when I wear contacts, my eyes get dry, so I blink more. And in this game, it's really bad to be blinking. I do blink sometimes, but seriously, it can really get you in trouble if you blink at the wrong time. And then if you're thinking about blinking, that's not good because you're not thinking about the game. So wearing glasses just makes it. Wearing glasses makes it simpler. Less things to worry about.
So one of my best friend's baby, when he was
I'm not taking advice from a baby. I'm not doing it.
No. There's a point. He didn't blink.
Can be a point?
He didn't blink when he was like 3 months old. So do you think he'll be a good... do you think he would be a good Geo War player?
Does he blink now?
I don't know. I haven't seen him for a while. He lives in the States.
You gotta find out.
I'll ask.
Well, I think there's more to playing Geometry Wars well than just not blinking. I think you might have a good career as a psychopath if you never blink in your life. You might go mad. But it could be a useful sub-skill.
Oh, but they don't have a TV, so they can play a game.
Why don't they have a TV? Why don't they have a TV? You need a TV.
That's... I guess that's their style. Lifestyle.
Well, I don't want to criticise your friends. They've got a screen?
They have a computer screen to watch movies.
Well, this is on PC as well, this game. It's probably not as good, but it's on PC. So they watch films, but not TV.
Right, they watch Bollywood. Every day. Every single day. Well, almost.
So they watch the really long ones every day. Aren't most Bollywood films quite long?
Right. It depends. The baby...
Doesn't blink.
Who doesn't blink? Oh, he might be blinking now. He's over a year old now.
Right.
He started dancing to Bollywood music when he was 3 months old.
What's this 3-month benchmark about?
That's when I was there.
Oh, okay. So you might have started dancing Bollywood when he was 2 weeks old?
No, I don't think his neck was strong enough to hold his head. He was just laying around.
Maybe his weak neck is why he doesn't blink. Just a thought. Oh! I was playing so well there as well. Do you want to go?
It's bad for your eyes.
It's worth your eyes to be looking at the screen through another screen.
And I'm not wearing glasses.
You can borrow mine. But my eyes are really freaky. Oh, I told you about my eyes. Oh, it's my favourite story.
So you're a cyborg.
Maybe.
Everyone is a cyborg.
Are you sure I told you my eye story?
You have 2 eyes.
Yeah. That may have been the first thing I told you about. No, one of my eyes is really long-sighted, the one's really short-sighted.
Ah, sokka.
Yeah? So my lenses are really, one's like real thick and...
The other one's not so
thick. Exactly. And that's the end of the story. That's literally the best story I have.
So the thicker one is not as thin as the thin one?
Pretty much. That's basically the story. But it means that my... if a normal person, a norm, wears them, they'll be like feeling nauseous after not too long because you're getting such different information going into each eye. That's what I need to stay alive.
Stay alive?
Certainly in terms of geometry wars. Oh, that's close. I hope you're picking up all the things I'm doing here.
Not at all.
Because it's quite unusual to get an audience, you know, personal audience with Mr. Raincloud. As I'm sure you're aware.
Right, so Mr. Raincloud.
That's me.
Why?
First name Mr. Last name Raincloud. Why?
Why aren't there more than diamonds and that thingy, the string thingy, or the bar thingy? Why aren't there more...
The bar thing?
The bar thing.
What?
Aren't there more geometric shapes? Where are fellow geometry shapes?
Well, like I say, it gets more pressurised the longer you stay alive.
No, but different shapes. There are only 3 kinds of...
Maybe this is like
geometric.
a skirmish in the geometry war, where I've woken up the sleeping diamond masses as they sleep, with the aim of slaughtering them, but they're fighting back. Oh, that's nice.
So
most of the other modes you have more, but the thing is, because you don't have a gun in this mode, it's really quite different to the others. And I think if you had the other types of shape, the other shapes in the game, they move differently, they have different patterns of attack. I think it would become too complicated and too difficult if you had other shapes as well. So it's really, this is a really super simple mode. I'll show it, I mean, if you're interested. I'll show you the other modes later. But you'll see you couldn't survive with the other shapes on the screen if you didn't have a gun. It's the simplicity of this game that's its key. And that's why I like it so much, because the other modes are too hard for me. But this mode, it's like playing the guitar. It's really easy to pick up, but notoriously difficult to get good at. I mean, maybe that's true.
I find the guitar is hard to pick up.
Maybe you need to wear gloves. Is it a friction problem?
Maybe. So what do these diamonds do again?
Well, that's actually a much better question than you realise. So their pattern of attack is just to follow my ship. They go everywhere I go.
So they like you. So they're not enemies.
No, they're single-mindedly trying to kill me. If that's what you mean by like, then absolutely. And so that's their pattern of attack. But other shapes move differently. Like you get ones that are arrow-shaped, and they just move back and forward, back and forward, back and forward across the screen, irrespective of what you're doing. And so that creates a whole different dynamic to worry about. Whereas this is very simple. I know that all the enemies are just trying to follow me, so I can manipulate them. And that's why you're able to kill them just with these bombs. Because they follow all my movements, they'll follow my movement into the bombs, which will kill them. So you're just setting lots of like traps, you know?
Well, are you throwing bombs?
I'm not throwing bombs, but I'm leading them into the bombs. So that's why they're getting killed. Yeah. I'm not doing a very good job explaining because it's quite hard to talk and play at the same time. But I'm more than happy trying. Oh, now that one's gotten quite big. I already got to do some damage. That should do it. What you really don't want is to not inflict any damage on the enemies for too long, because that's when they start building up momentum and they become very difficult to manage.
When you play the game, is it always different? The pattern?
Yeah. What makes it really what makes it quite difficult is that you can't control how the gates move. That's for one random element. Oh, there are two random elements. Firstly, the gates. So you see these blues are following me as I move around. That's fine, that means I can predict what they're going to do. But these gates, they move around independently, so I can't control that. So I need to lead them towards a gate, like this one here. And then that's how I kill them. But if I could control the gates as well, then it would be a lot easier. But I need to react to what they're doing. The other thing that you don't control is where the enemies spawn. So they spawn in the four corners. See, one just spawns in that corner there. But you don't know when it's going to happen. And sometimes you need to fly into the corners, like now. Whoop. If one had spawned then, awful. If one had spawned then I would have been killed, because there wouldn't have been time to escape. So
you can't really replicate the game.
Exactly. If I could, I'd just copy the one that I got my highest score. But it was, although there are so few things going on, one game will always be completely different to all the others. And that's why I've played it so much, because it's always interesting, even after you think I'll be sick of it.
How long have you been playing this?
Well, I got the game in June 2010, and now we're in December 2012. And I took some breaks because of enforced circumstances, like moving to this crazy country.
It's not crazy.
It's less crazy than I imagined, actually. I thought there would be robots everywhere.
Oh, you just don't know.
Oh yeah. Maybe they're really good robots, I can't tell. I don't play it as much as I used to, because when I first got it I played it for hours and hours and hours. And now I can't really do that.
And you realise that that's not good for your eyes.
No. It was essential, and I'd recommend anyone who buys the game new to do exactly that, and to sacrifice the health of their eyes. Because you won't get really good at the game until you just get used to how it plays, used to the feel of it, and the only way to get that is to put the hours in and just play it loads. But then, once you reach a certain level of familiarity with the game, then I think you start getting diminishing returns from putting in all that time, and you start getting frustrated. And it's better to just concentrate on the quality of your play rather than the quantity. Do you want to go? I'm playing rubbish. Go on. I'll film it. Yoink. Go on. So it's just the left stick to move, and that's the only control.
These are the famous sticks.
Hi, so desu.
ちょっと待って。So you just use this no...
Yep, no buttons.
No buttons? What's this X in
Don't press that, for God's sake. So just use this to move, and press A to start. And once it starts, then it starts.
Why is it A?
Se, no.
Hi.
Go. So go to the right, where that gate is.
And
wait till the blues get near, then go through it. Yeah! Move. Right, you're doing great. Hi. Oh, see, I knew Japanese were all good at games, even when they never played them before. You died. Try again. A, yep. And again. Go, 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 go.
Whoa. And you go...
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Good start. It's hard, isn't it?
Wow.
So the key is to wait until the blues get near to those gates before you detonate. Yeah, that way, that's how you get them.
What?
Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh! You're right, you're right, you're right. Yeah. Oh, nice. Good hit. What does that mean?
I died.
I should have guessed that, because shin means die, no? I need to start thinking more.
難しいじゃないですか。
はい。難しいです。
はい。
Go again?
はい。
Good.
で、どうすんの？わあ。
Nice one.
わあわあわあ。
Ah!
550. That's pathetic. 難しい。
Yeah, 難しくない。You just gotta get used to it.
わ。
Luckily, zeros don't appear on the score feed.
本当？
はい、本当。
こうすんの？
え？
What do you do? わあ。
So now you've got some sense of how the game works.
Getting worse.
Go again.
難しい。わ。
So you hit an orange thing there. You gotta hit the grey part.
I like orange though. It's one of my favorite colors.
Why, are you a Buddhist?
Uh,
If you are, you have to leave.
Buddhist
Nice.
are pacifist.
Very good.
あ、死んじゃった。So if you touch the diamonds, you die.
Yep, if you touch the diamonds or you hit the orange bits, you die. Those are the only ways of dying.
難しい。超難しい。わあわあわあわあわあ。
Just relax, you're doing fine.
また来たよ。
Yes.
あ
Oh, God, good, good, good. That was a difficult hit. Go down, down, left, down, left. That's it. Now away, upwards. Hey,
あ。はい。
hey.
はい。
New high score for you.
わあ。
Yay!
難しい。
Okay.
はい。
Hey, now you know how a game works. You'll be able to relate more to what's going on.
難しい。
Good work.
Thank you.
お疲れ様です。
はい。
The key is just to stay cool, because you can always get out of difficult situations. Just by
And
moving.
I'm not left-handed, so it's hard to...
I'm not left-handed, but when you're a gamer, you need to use both hands.
But I'm not.
Yeah, you obviously are, because that's probably better than most people would do on their first go.
そうなの？
Especially if you've never played a game before. Have you played a game before? I mean, like a video game?
Not like Scrabble and chess.
Well, the thing is, this is like chess, but 1,000
I
times more
played-
difficult.
Pac-Man back in the
Oh, so
old days.
you've played a video game before?
And Tetris.
You can get Pac-Man on the Xbox, but it's like a really difficult version, I think. The top Pacifism player, Silverlord, he's also really good at the new Pac-Man version, Pac-Man game. What's that word that you use when you're showing somebody how it's done? Like kochi...
こちらです No?
No, it's more like you repeat a word twice or something.
そこ
You were using it when you were showing me how to use how to eat. You were saying like this, kochi, kochi or something.
そうそう No? Wow, you have a lot of things on the screen.
That is an excellent analysis.
こっちそうそう
Kochi.
こっち
Kochi.
こっちこっち means over here though.
Oh, right, because you were showing me where to place the food on the plate, I think.
Place the food on the plate? Did you have to be shown how to do it?
Okay. Stop ragging on my abilities to do things. See what happens?
What happened?
I died, yo. No, it's like it was along those complex Japanese meals where it said there's lots of little things everywhere. It was like a pacifism
When did
game.
you have a complicated Japanese meal?
It was around yours, at your house.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Complicated Japanese
Well,
food.
it wasn't the food that was complicated, although of course I couldn't cook it. It was more that I wasn't sure where things were supposed to go in relation to what and why.
Food is art. There's no rule.
Gaming is art, but there's lots of rules.
How do you like playing on HD?
Thank you. I like it, but it's difficult because, as I was saying, like when you're blinking, this is an example of how much you need to concentrate. Blinking can be a problem, and so that shows even the slightest change in information or whatever can have a big impact. And so on a HD screen, there's a lot more detail, even on a game that's as visually simple as this one, than on the sort of screen I'm used to. So I think that's affecting my ability to play a little bit. But luckily, there isn't any obvious input lag, which there has been when I've previously played Geometry Wars on HDTV. So I'd say it's basically okay, but it's going to take me some time to get used to it still. Also, I'm used to playing on in a chair and not sitting on the floor. So until I get a chair, that's going to take some getting used to as well.
When are you going to get a chair or chairs?
When are you going to drive me to a chair shop?
Yeah, when is...
Kinoko-chan.
Hi.
Probably in a couple of weeks.
Everyone's trying to get chairs around Christmas time, aren't they?
Eh? Really?
あ、死んじゃった。
Hey, why? It's for all their guests.
I just made it up.
My leg's starting to go to sleep, so we make this the last game.
Hi.
But I think this has gone quite well. I think you should definitely get an Xbox, because then you'll be able to relate to all